What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious. You guys are the 11 crew, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, what I have for you today, I'm calling the vertical item storage dispenser. Now what the heck is that exactly? You can put any item in here that you want dispensed. I'm just going to be using food. I think that's a pretty practical thing. Also, this back here is completely optional. I just have it so you can refill. You can do it however you want. You can just put it on the side here. Yeah, if you'd like. It's entirely up to you. And then this around it, I was originally going to put ladders on the outside, but I think it's kind of cool to do it this way. So basically, you just use these as, as a ladder up, and you flick whatever lever you want. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. I kind of like the way that it looked. It just kind of framed it really cool. So anyway, let's say you want a bunch of potatoes. You just flick the button. Boom, you got yourself a bunch of potatoes. But then you're like, no, you know what? I actually want to make some golden carrots. I want a bunch of carrots. So there you go. You're like, oh, you know what? I want some bread, actually. Let's get some bread going here. And boom, you are on your way. Vertically, I think it stores very, very nice. Let's put all of this back. Why is it not picking it up? There we go. Right. I think it looks pretty good. And it does require a ton. This whole thing basically operates on Observer. As you see, there's no actual redstone at all. I don't even think we need... No, we don't. We don't need the repeaters. I don't even know why those are there. We don't need repeaters at all. It's literally just levers, sticky pistons, and observers. I know the sticky pistons are generally where tutorials lose me because of how hard they are to get. You need 9 of them for this, but I think it's kind of cool and it's kind of worth it. So basically, when you flick a lever, you're pushing this together, the clock right there, right where it reads it. And yeah, the reason we have this line of blocks here, we could shorten it up, right? We could get rid of this whole row and bring it to here and then push this here. The reason we have it is because if you have this connected to the droppers, what's going to happen? It's going to power the one underneath. So we want to make sure we keep everything separate. Another thing you could do is add a control panel to it. Okay, and this is my challenge to you guys. If you want to take this tutorial, okay, and make it smaller, go ahead and do it. But it's got to be smaller. You know, I don't want, if it comes out a little further, if you add more on this side, it's not small. I want it to be more compact than this. Now, this was only my first version of this. Normally, you guys get to see like 2, 3, even 4 or 5 versions of something, but I wanted to issue this challenge to you guys. Okay, I like it the way it is. I think it's really, really cool to just flick the lever. But let's say you didn't want to have to climb up and do all of that jumping stuff, and you wanted a control panel. You can do that. But if you're going to add a ton of hoppers and a ton of stuff to it, and redstone and repeaters and comparators, you're not really making it smaller. So this is pretty compact for, I think, for what it does. Just having the levers on the side. But again, you add your own touch. Anyway, let's get into what you need and how to build it. Okay, so you're going to need the hoppers, and you're going to need hoppers and chests to refill it. Okay, ladders are completely optional. It's just to get up. Like I said, you are going to need a ton of observers. You do not need redstone lamps. I have different colors, so I have all the different color stained glass. I don't know if you guys even realize that. That's what those are around the frame. I just think they give the frames a little bit of pop. Maybe you can color coordinate it, whatever, color code it, whatever you want to do. You're going to need some 9 levers for this. Again, you can make it as high as you want. There's no height limit to this. You make it as absolutely as high as you want. You're going to need 9 droppers. You can use dispensers. They cost more, so I just like to stick with droppers. 9 sticky pistons. 18 item frames if you want to have it on the back as well, just to kind of let you know what they are. Because here's the deal. This one is actually on this side. Okay? Even though the lever's on this side, the chest is on this side. So you're going to have to remember that. Whatever side the lever's on, the chest is on the opposite side to refill it. So that's why I think having extra item frames helps, but you only really need 9. And then we just have some blocks of my choice, which is going to be pillar quartz and blocker quartz. And also the oak trap doors. Okay? So just, keep that in mind. Okay, how did I just... I just forgot how I started it out. All right. This was here This is here just for extra. I don't know why I put it like that. It's actually supposed to be another thing. You can actually have 10 of these. I don't know why I put this here, because as you could see, the cookies are no longer in the cookie spot. So we're actually going to be getting rid of this. This is just completely, utterly useless. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start it like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? Come up, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just come up 9, and then go 10, and go over. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to put our droppers in here like so. Just like that. Cool. Oh, I already messed it up. I already messed it up. You don't got to put the droppers there. Sorry, droppers go behind it. I apologize. So what I suggest you do is just. Oh, I guess we could have left it. You know what? Let's do it the way we just had it. So that way you can use this for the side for the droppers, and then we'll break it. Yeah, use that for the droppers, right? Then you could break it like so. If you want to do another one on the bottom, go for it. You can totally do that. So if you can add one right here if you'd like, we could just do that right now. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come around it like so. Okay, just like this. Boom. I'm just going to put that there. All right. Now we can go ahead and get the colors. So we can get different colors. Excuse me. Red, orange, yellow, green. Like that. And this time we'll start from the bottom. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what colors you use. Doesn't matter if you use the same colors. Doesn't matter if you use any colors, to be honest. This is your build. You do whatever you want with it. I guess I added too many. That's fine. It doesn't matter how many we add. And then we could do that. And let's go. Yeah, let's go green. Why not? We'll do green and white. All right? Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Okay? Then what we're going to do is on this side right here, we're just going to lift it up. Like so. Bang, bang, boom. Come across the top. Actually, let's come across the top here. Yeah, there we go. Come across the top like that. Okay, and then I just decorate the bottom like so. Cool. Now, before we worry about doing any of the, levers, let's go ahead and do it like this first. We can actually get rid of that. Bring that lever down. Okay, so we're going to start on the bottom on the left side here. And we're going to go that sticky piston, skip, and everything's going to be skipped 1. Okay? And then it's going to be the opposite for this side. So just keep that in mind. Okay? Now we're going to come out 3. So as you know, it's 1, 2, 3 there. So what I suggest you do is put a line like this in front. Same thing here. I found it easy. You don't have to. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. All right, so we're going to go there, 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 there. And just obviously just going crisscross like that. Boom. Okay. And then what you're going to do this way is put 2. So you could put a block if you want and then go like that. If you're on a, if you're building this in survival, which you should be. So you can put a block and then that, and then a block and then that, and then just break the blocks. Okay, you can do the same thing on the other side. So just put down a block really quick and then just go like that and then break it. Okay? And then you would just break these as well. Excuse me. You just break those as well, like this. Okay, and this creates the clock. So when you push these two together, all right, so let's just add our lever. Where is it? Right here for now. We add our lever. You can see these two things get pushed together, and that creates a clock. Actually, you can go ahead and put the levers now. Just make sure you're alternating diagonally. Okay, that's what you wanted. Oops. You want to make sure you just alternate it diagonally like so. Okay. Cool beans. All right, so next up, what are we going to do? We got to do the inside here. So next what we're going to do is we're going to do observers going like this. Okay, and you want to make sure the red is facing in, not up. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to come in here, like I said, and just put a line like that. Now this is very easy. These we're just going to alternate back and forth. So the red's facing out here. We're just going to go this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. And why are we doing that? Because the face side is the observer side, right? That's the side that is observing whatever it is you want. We want the observer to observe these observers when the clock activates. So as this gets pushed, the clock activates, so it's going to be pulsing. So this observer is going to be observing this clock. And then this observer is going to be observing this observer, and it's going to power this and push that out, and blah, blah, blah. That's how it goes. Okay? So that is our whole system right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add, let's do it from about here. So it's going to take a little bit to kind of get your footing. So what you want to do is you want to add one hopper there, one hopper there. So the hoppers go into where the oh goodness, what is it called again? Into where the droppers are. You're going to do 2 of them, and then you're going to put a chest right on top of that second hopper. Okay, and these are going to be, like I said, how you refill your items. And now that I actually got rid of this, I didn't even think about that. All I had to do is knock this line out. And now we have a nice place for a ladder. So you can actually just put your ladder right here and save the line of blocks. So it's kind of cool. Works out really, really well, right? But again, you're just gonna find your footing a little bit. It's just a little bit tricky, right? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then, like I said, you're gonna put chests on top of all of those. So let's go like this. There we go. Okay, so you're just going to put chests there. And then you would take your, item frames. Right? And you'd put them, I'd say on the front, because that way as you're climbing up, you can kind of see what it is. All right, so you just put your item frames there on the outside of all of those. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing on this side. So again, we have our ladder here. I suggest you put down the ladder first. That'll help you with everything. All right, you put your ladder there. And then you're just going to make sure you go inside the droppers, 2 of them, and go this way. Okay, and then you go that way. So everything gets 2 hoppers and one chest. Okay, you could probably just go like this to make it easier on yourself, right? Oops, I might have gone too far there. So just go 1, 2, boom. Okay, and you're going to do that the whole way. Again, make sure a suggestion, make sure you put the item frames on it, just so you know what it is, because it does get tricky. Because like I said, it's not on the same side as the lever. It is on the exact opposite side as your lever. Okay, so let's just to show you why it's like that. Right, so here is the very, very top dropper. The lever's on this side because we need the extra space, because this right here is an air gap, right? There's a gap here. So the gap is for this one, the purple one. So just make sure you do that. Then you would just come in here like this. You'd put your item frames down. You'd correspond it to whatever item you want. So again, this side would be over here. This is the top one. You would just follow it. This is the top dropper. This is the top dropper. And that feeds into that dropper. And then you would just do it all the way down, alternating sides. Okay? So that's it, guys. That's the whole thing. For the front, sorry, I almost forgot that. For the front, you're just going to put this. I do suggest putting it on the tops of them, not the bottom. But if you like it on the bottom, do the bottom. Up to you. Go crazy. Go nuts. I like it to put it on the top here, but it's up to you. And you don't really even need to put this many. I just kind of wanted it for the consistency of it. Right? So when you're done, this is what you will end up with. I think it looks really, really good. But, you know, that's just me. And anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Until next time, Captain Obvious out. Peace.